Hey gang, welcome back to Big Boy. So we're into the noon through, what is it going to be, 4 hours, so 1600 turn on the 23rd, so still the first day, still enjoying some aspects of the game, I must say. It's interesting, right? Unfortunately, there's just a lot of other stuff going on with the game and the game system and the rules that it's detracting from the satisfaction. And perhaps this encapsulates the challenge that I find in terms of the quality of finished product for the price. And that is probably going to be my biggest beef overall. But let's just have a look at this, and you can be the judge of whether I'm being a Nancy boy or whether this is a reasonable level of frustration to have with a rule book and a system that we've paid what we've paid for, right? It's $300 out of pocket. So we're looking at building hedgehogs, and there's a full description here that says, any turn other than midnight turn, two HH1s, so there are two levels. There's level 1 and level 2 hedgehogs, and then you become fortified. Can be built by a Soviet division or a Soviet Corps formation, and one HH1 can be built by a brigade formation per turn. Now, my commentary on this, and let's ignore upgrading and all the rest of it, right? My commentary on this was back into the group is that net total per day for everybody, or was that per division? And also, does the division need to be active in order to be able to do that? So none of that was necessarily specifically and explicitly clear. I assumed correctly that it's 2 hedgehogs per division or Soviet Corps per day. Sounds very reasonable, that's fine. Well, ends up, if you do want to go to an upgrade, and also it says here, engineers and or any type of combat unit may participate in this activity. May. What does that mean? So then we get down to here, and it says, doing an upgrade, obviously more sophisticated. Therefore, you will need different people maybe, but it says only engineers and combat infantry, including naval, SMG, mountain, foot, and truck recce, may participate in this activity. So I guess any type of combat unit means that a tank could build an HH1. So there's that, okay? All right, so I posted the question about how many, and then in the answer that I received from Chris, which was very helpful, he said, and you need to have a minimum number of steps of this and yada yada, and must have an engineer. And I'm like, well, what the fuck? Where does it say that, right? And I said, well, is there a chart somewhere? Yeah, it's in the chart. Oh, okay. Why wouldn't we clearly articulate, even if it means just putting the chart in the rule book, all of that here so I can look at it, and then I know what the rule is, and when I just want to go build something, I can go to the chart. And here I am looking at the chart. Let's see if I can hold this up for you. So now let's see all sorts of repairs and things, and I remember seeing this chart now that I've seen it, but let's focus on building a Hedgehog 1 and an upgrade to a Hedgehog 2 actually is where we want to be out of interest. So it's a 1 full turn, full day, requires 3 steps of combat infantry, MG or recon. Engineer companies count as 2 steps. Consumes entire movement. All right, so we would be required to be in place, probably like midnight or whatever, or, what's the terminology, dark twilight or night, in place prior to daylight, and then full day run, we're going to be able to build an upgraded HH1 with 3 steps, knowing that 2 steps are... can be engineers, and they count as 2 steps. Now it also says here, building Hedgehog 1 requires 3 steps of any combat unit. Well, it didn't say that in the rule. It just says any unit may. Fuck me. So I don't know. I mean, you tell me. Is that? I don't know that I've ever come across this with rule books before, and this is why I keep wanting this to be better, because I think there's potential here. But sometimes we get down to this minutia of detail, but ignore the basic fundamentals of getting the rules right. And it's super fucking frustrating, and I'm wasting hours digging through a rule book that's not finished, not well developed, not exactly worded, diving into a chart book that is, jam packed with information that really are rules. Look at the notes on all these things. It's fucking annoying. Anyway, I'm going to go keep playing. I'm just going to play this my fucking way. And, there won't be a review on this. I don't think there's no way I can possibly just be even-handed with this, because it's so frustrating. I saw some guy posted a video of how to do supply, and I was like, oh, cool. I'll go check that, watch that, and make sure I'm doing supply right. It's a 47-minute video to tell you how supply works. Good grief. Clearly, this system is not meant for people such as I. That's all I can.